You want to know a great way to start your morning? I'm going to tell you. A great way to start your morning is to come out in your family room at about 6:45 in the morning and the sun is just coming up and it's really pretty outside and everything's quiet and you find fire ants in your family room. It's a great way to wake up this morning. It was awesome. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It is good to be back sitting here in front of my camera and my streaming setup. I know I haven't really not streamed for that long, but it feels like a long time. We had a very, very packed time with my brother and my dad, and we did a lot of things, and we just did not have time to stream. So I barely even came into this office while they were here. But anyway, it is lovely to see you guys. We've got Grandpa, we've got VT who says he'll be back. Oh, VT reminds me, you know what's really hard? Taking Legos apart backwards. It's really confusing. I'm trying to take that Volkswagen bus apart and it's a mess. I think I'm already missing two pieces. And I don't understand how that happened because I literally have only ever had my bus, like I had it on the floor down here for a week, but then it's been up on my bookcase and I have no idea where those pieces went. I think I can get the pieces if I've lost them, but like, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I'm taking apart that Volkswagen bus and I haven't done the whole thing yet, but it is a challenge to go work backwards. It's really weird. It doesn't really make any sense. And we've got Padawan, we've got Hayes, we've got Scarecrow, and we've got Sword Art, who says, why watch Susie's stream when you can watch a orchestra performance the Claire Obscure right now? And we have Wolf. So here is the question. If today is Gamescom, which I tuned in for just a hot second, just to, I don't know, see where it is. Oh, yeah. And I was going to say, and you see Silk Song news on the way soon. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. I sent that link to my siblings and they were like, my brother was like, I don't believe it. My sister was like, it's finally happening. So I don't know. You know what? I think the reason everything is so quiet is because I think I turned my volume down. Maybe. And it's Lindsay. How was your weekend, Lindsay? How's everybody's weekend? My weekend was great. And you know what makes saying goodbye to a loved one that you don't get to see super often easier? Knowing you're going to see him again in like 4 months. Whoop, whoop. Thanks to my half-sister-in-law or whatever she is getting married in December. We'll be right back out in Utah. We're not going to see my brother because my brother can't make it out to Utah. He can't make it out to Utah for that. But I'm going, and Anders going, and Charlotte's going, and Auden's going. And so I get to see my dad. But you know what? As I said goodbye to him yesterday, when I drove away from the airport, I called Ander because like I was on my way. I don't remember. I think he was working yesterday or he was on his way home too, or something like that. I was like, you know what? If worst comes to worst, if something terrible happened between now and December and I did not get to see my dad again, I would be so happy with this last, like, I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen because I want to go out there at Christmas time and I want to see my dad again. And we're going to stay one night. We're staying part of the time in a hotel and then part of the time with my dad. And we're not going to be there for super long, but obviously, and I agree with Wolf. Weddings are so fun. And you don't have to drink to have fun at a wedding either. I can attest to that because I don't drink and I've gone to weddings and had a blast every single time. I love weddings. There won't be any alcohol. This one's a church, a Latter-day Saint wedding. But anyway, so, yeah, I'm going, Andrew's going, Charlotte's going, Auden is house sitting. I guess Stixel will have to go to my mother-in-law's house. Hopefully. But I just feel very lucky to have experienced this last weekend with my brother and with my brother and my dad and my niece. And we had a lovely time together. It was so much fun. And there was a lot that happened and we got a whole lot done. And, you know, we just had so much fun together. It was kind of a whirlwind of a visit with my brother because he was really only here for like 3 days. They had a show that they went to in Austin on Thursday night. RPS, happy Tuesday. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? Are you watching Gamescom right now? See, this is my thing. Should I even play Final Fantasy X today or should we just watch Gamescom? How long does it go? I mean, I'm at the okay, so I did do some grinding over the weekend. I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I did do some because my brother bought me Horizon Forbidden West. So I started a Horizon Forbidden West game and I haven't played it since. I've played it one time. I played the whole beginning. And then I had to go pick my dad up at the at his hotel and bring him back to the house. And so I was in the middle of like the beginning, and it's a long beginning before it gives you a save point. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little long. And so we got home and I wanted to set up Halo for my dad, but I was like, let me just find a save point. And then I forgot that a save point doesn't happen forever. And so my dad was like, what are you playing? And I told him kind of the story, but there's a lot to get into with, especially given it's a sequel. And my dad has not seen like, I mean, he saw Breath of the Wild, but he hasn't seen like a legit AAA high ultra real engine high resolution game like ever. And so he was just fascinated by all the textures and the graphics and how it looked and everything. But he was like, so you can't save through any of this? And I was like, no. And he said, I don't think I've ever seen so many cutscenes. I don't think I've ever seen so many just, are you playing right now? And I was like, no, we're just listening right now. So it was kind of a crappy time to show my dad because we got to see the cutscene of her like riding across the desert to the Forbidden West, right? So we saw a lot of the machines and stuff, and that was fun. But we tried to play Halo, and I thought you could play Halo co-op split screen on the Steam Deck, and it turns out you cannot. So I let my dad just play Halo by himself, and he had the time of his life. It was so adorable to watch. It was so cute. And yesterday we had probably like, I don't know, an hour to kill before we had to leave for the airport. And we'd already kind of exhausted everything we were going to do. And the girls were kind of tapped out. And my dad was kind of tapped out. And I had some things I needed to do. I had some laundry to put away and the kitchen was a mess. I shirked everything over the weekend. Everything. I didn't do anything other than just hang out with my family. Stasis, how are you? And I just had family in town. So I'm kind of reminiscing, but my dad looks over at me and he goes, I know this is kind of selfish and I know this is kind of ridiculous, but can I play some more Halo? And I was like, Dad, of course you can. So he played Halo for the hour before he left. And he kept telling me he felt really guilty. And I was like, why? The girls are busy doing their things. They don't want to do anything right now. They just want to watch their screens or whatever. You have done so much with them over the last 5 days. We've had a packed 5 days. Play Halo. You don't ever get to play Halo. He loved it. He made it through the first 2 levels on normal. And he said, I keep waiting around for bad guys, but then I remember that's only in legendary. He hasn't played on normal in 15 years. I play on normal. I play on normal. I might be able to play on heroic, maybe. But anyway, I was thrilled to let him have that opportunity, because he doesn't get that opportunity. And he felt guilty because he felt like he should be spending every last second with the girls. But I was like, dude, we've done everything with them. Just let them watch their screens. We've got an hour drive to the airport. We're going to be together on the drive to the airport. Just play your game. And he loved it. He had so much fun. And I walked into the family room as I was putting some laundry away in the kitchen, and he, like some towels or something. And he just was kind of, he was quiet. And then as I walked by, he just went, this is so much fun. And my heart just melted for him because he doesn't do that at his house. But I also have learned, I think he would not be able to prioritize his time if he had his own gaming console. I can see him spending a lot of time playing Halo, whereas I feel like I can kind of compartmentalize and be like, okay, I can play video games for an hour, hour and a half, and then I can be done. My dad's retired, so I can definitely see him just playing. And there's Fresh. How's the weather over there? Is it super hot and muggy where you are? I think you're in New York, right? Over there? Somewhere roundabout. Oh, alive, I guess. Can't complain if you have family around. I know, I miss all my family greatly, but we had a great time together. Oh, and I also took the plunge on buying the game Ultimate Chicken Horse, which is cross-platform compatible with everything. You can play online multiplayer, and it is absolutely hilarious. So if anybody wants a fun multiplayer game that we can play online over Discord or something sometime, Ultimate Chicken Horse is great. And I think it's on sale for like $6.70 right now. Okay, so here's the question. I can do a little bit of grinding in Final Fantasy X, and then we can move over to Gamescom, or I can just play today and we don't have to watch Gamescom together, or we can not do any Final Fantasy X and we can yeah, no, it is absolutely preposterous. Preposterous. At the beginning of every round, you're given, well, there are multiple different ways you can play, but if you're playing in party mode, which is the most common, at the beginning of every round, you have like 10 rounds in a game. Then at the beginning of every round, you are given a choice of different things that you can add to the level to make the level harder or easier. But you want to make it harder for your competitors, but you don't want to make it too hard so you can't make it to the end either. And it's a side-scrolling platformer, so you're on one side and you got to get over to the little like flag that's over on the other side. But you have to like build a level, but you have things like bombs, dynamite, you've got ice that you can put on platforms, you've got a punching flower coming up out of a flower pot, you've got a door that opens and closes and you can only jump through it when it's open. You've got all these different things that you can put on the screen, and you get points for finishing the level and getting other people with the traps you set. And then whoever has the most points at the end of the 10 rounds wins. And it is absolute chaos, and it's so much fun. Absolute blast. Worth it. And it goes on sale all the time. It's been out for a while, but it goes on sale all the time. And the animation's really cute, and you can be you get to be all these little animals, and they like dance when they hit the end of the level. It's really cute. I know, I am my dad's daughter. Well, I know, but like I want to watch Gamescom too, but I wonder if maybe we should. You know what? Oh, it's so fun, and it's super cheap. I mean, it goes on sale all the time, and it's cross-compatible with everything. So we can play all together. We can play PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. I got it on the Nintendo Switch because that's where it was on sale digitally. And since my brother was in town, he was a little wary of it at first. I could tell he was kind of like, yeah, okay. But then when we started playing, we were laughing so hard. The only person that didn't play was my dad. My dad didn't really want to play because my dad's getting older, and it's harder for him to kind of pay attention to, I say it's harder for him to pay attention, but he did just fine in Halo. And at the very, very beginning, he was like, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember what's happening. And then he came out of this room, very first level, and he goes, oh, well, that explodes. And then 2 seconds later, it exploded. And I was like, Dad, you do remember. And then he did something, and then he pistol whipped somebody in the face, and he goes, oh, I didn't even remember I could do that, but my fingers did. And he was playing on a PlayStation controller. He wasn't even playing on an Xbox controller. So I was a little disappointed I didn't get to actually co-op with him, but it's okay. We had a really good time. I think I'm just going to play. If that's all right with you guys, I'm happy to watch, because the only thing I'm really excited about is potentially Silksong, but I'm not going to lie. I don't think they're going to make a Silksong announcement at Gamescom today. If there's a special announcement, when did it say? Coming tomorrow about Silksong. I don't think anything's going to be said at Gamescom today. That's just my hunch. But so I think I'm just going to play, if that's all right with y'all. But I do want to do a couple of little I want to do a couple of fights before I just brought this up. 21st of August for Silksong. Yeah, 2 days. It's downloadable today! Surprise! Oh, and tomorrow is Charlotte's very first day of online school, and I am both terrified and also excited. Charlotte is crazy excited. but I'm a little worried because it's just going to change a lot of the way we do things. It might change my stream schedule. I don't really know. I will say though that she doesn't, well, I guess I can't say that because I have to, wait a minute. Is the 21st your birthday, Hayes? I've seen multiple articles that say there's a playable demo. Yeah, at Gamescom, but no actual release date. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I was thinking in my head yesterday, I was like, oh, I've got, you know, these errands I need to run, but I thought I can't just run them because Charlotte's gonna be here and it's her first day of school. And if she was at the brick and mortar school, I could just pick Auden up and I could just run around and run my errands. But we're just gonna have to think a little differently. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I figured out a great thing about Titus. I did not realize that Sloga slows down all the enemies. I just thought Sloga slowed them down more. But these guys have become, I don't want to say cake, because they can still take me down if I'm not paying close attention. But for the most part, I feel like they don't, let's just say they don't take me out in like one go anymore. I've also noticed that Yuna is actually a better mage than Lulu. And I'm not saying that Lulu's not good, but I'm saying that even though, so Yuna has Fira, Thundara, Watera, and Blizzara. Lulu has the ones a step above that. I got all those, the step above those. And I feel like Yuna's secondary ones do more damage than Lulu's third ones, if that makes sense. Also, these guys pack a big punch, but I can usually take them out in one hit if I use Auron. I watched a thing today I watched like a webinar today on how to like use the little online planner and all that stuff. And I basically ran her schedule, even though they told me to do it tomorrow morning instead. I was like, I want to see what this looks like. And her days really don't look that bad. She has a couple live classes in the mornings, which is good. I was hoping her live classes would be in the morning. The only thing that worries me is internet safety. Because all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to be on my laptop, which has no restrictions whatsoever because I don't need them. But I mean, it's got some restrictions, I guess, but I need to be careful. And I feel like I think I need to make her, yeah, see if she does what? Okay. How much does she do? 2751. Okay. And Yuna last time did the second, like the water 2 basically, and it did about 2751. So if Yuna had the like third level of those, she would be unstoppable. So she obviously has more, yeah, she obviously has more mage power, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how that works. Let's see, 2,700. Yeah, I discovered that. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to make her a separate account in Windows, and then I need to turn on, you know, whatever the things are for that. And then obviously she's going to be in her room with the door open. I thought about having her do it out in the kitchen, but Auden is going to be way too big of a distraction, and I don't want to make that. I don't want to be. And actually, she came to me. We got all these books in the mail, actually, over the weekend. We got all these like workbooks, and she was so excited about them, and she opened them up and she was super excited. And then Friday night she was like, can I do some of my workbooks? And I was like, sure. I mean, if you really want to. And she did. She's done like a bunch of pages in her workbook. I don't even know what that's like. I don't even know what it's like to like want to do schoolwork. That was never me. I know, I can't imagine growing up with online school either. And to be totally honest, I wish there was a way. So when the pandemic happened, I was really hoping that there was a way they were gonna like hybrid school, and that it would offer options for me to have like a hybrid thing where like she went to the school room or she went to the classroom like 2 days out of the week, something like that. And that never happened. It was like all online school or all, you know, in-person school. And I really wish that there was a kind of a middle ground where I could send her to school 2 days out of the week and then she could do online school for the rest of the week. But that's just not an option. That would be perfect if she could go in for 2 days and like see her friends and stuff. And then if she could, and I understand why they don't do that, because that would probably be really complicated, I guess. But it would be so nice if that were the case, because that's how I feel about Auden as well. I'm like, if I could just send her somewhere for like 2 days out of the week, that would make such a big difference in my life. But that's just not how it is. So it's either all in person or it's all online. And I think I'd rather take the flexibility of all online. But who knows? Like I said, I could completely crash and burn and maybe it's terrible. I'm also glad I didn't have social media when I was in high school. I can't even imagine what it's like trying to be a teenager in today's world and trying to like deal with all the crazy, like, I cannot imagine. That's just insane to me. Okay, where are we going? So, okay, we'll go up that way since I can, well, okay, we're gonna go here. I did do a lot of grinding on mute because this music got really exhausting after a while. Oh, and Charlotte drank my last Dr. Pepper yesterday, so I don't have anything. I just have water. I'm so sad. I went out there, I thought there was at least one or two left, and I went out there to grab it right like after I pushed my go live button, and I went out there and was like, why? Makes me so sad. You know what? I am honestly the type of person that could sit here and grind until all my dudes were to level 99. I 100%. Like, I won't do that now. But, Lindsay can relate. Just started once a week Spanish classes. I tested into their second level class, so I've been working from the start of our book through everything they covered in the first level. I told my partner last night that some deep love of learning that hasn't happened since graduating has been unlocked, and I love it. I love that for you. That's wonderful. I hope it stays that way. Look at Arin's life. He has double the life of everybody else. Okay, we're gonna do just a couple more battles. And then we'll go... Okay, this is a good one to maybe do some Waka action, because... I'm just hoping... I don't know, it really just depends, because she only has Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we get the weekend. And then she has all next week, and then it's Labor Day weekend, and she has Monday off. So like we have time to kind of figure things out. And what I did learn from the webinar today was that nothing is set in stone. Live lessons are the only things that are scheduled, but everything else, if your kid prefers working a block schedule and doing all their science on one day and all their math on another day and all their social studies on another day, you can do that. If your kid wants to do a little bit every day, which is what Charlotte said. Charlotte was like, I want to do language arts in the morning. I want to do math after language arts. I want to do social studies, and I want to do science in that order every single day, please and thank you. And I was like, okay, sounds great. That's what we'll do then. But you can change it up to however you want. But like we have dentist appointments on Thursday morning, and so she should technically be in school, but like we'll be home probably around 9. So she would start maybe an hour later. I mean, and Charlotte is just one of those that's just she's just really studious. I'm really grateful. Dr. Pepper is indeed the elixir for the soul, and I am super sad I don't have any. Ooh, Werns. Okay. Are there other good grinding spots other than this area, or is this like the best area to grind? Well, I imagine if you reach a certain point, you like all these guys become like pieces of cake. You know what I mean? And it would take forever. Yeah, he's in, I think he's in public elementary, like, right? Like he's in person, right, Lindsay? Yeah, I was really hoping the pandemic would kind of open up some kind of a hybrid way of learning, but that is not what happened, and I was sad about it. I get it. I get why elementary school, like public in-person elementary school, is kind of the way it is, because most parents work and most parents need, I don't know how to level Riku because, well, yes I do. Her attacks don't do much, but she can, whatever. She can just get the AP for it, I guess. Oh, she can steal. Oh, I forgot. I think these guys have remedies on them. Yeah, kindergarten is part of elementary school in the US. It's like K through, most of the time K through 5th, I think so. When I was growing up, it was K through 6th. Preschool year here too is year 0, and then it's 1, 2, 3 through 6. I know everybody does it kind of differently. Charlotte's really, really excited. Oh, and I was out walking this morning, and I ran into, well, I was just walking down the street, and this car came driving by and slowed down and rolled its windows down. And at first I was like, what? And I mean, it was at like 7 o'clock this morning, I think. It was later than school started, and it was Charlotte's little bus buddy friend, the friend that has the mom that I haven't been able to talk to in the last like 2 months because of, I don't know, weird misunderstandings. And it was them. And she leaned out the window and she was like, is Charlotte gonna be at school today? And I said, oh, sweetheart, she's actually in online school. And this was true. I have been meaning to text message them, because I was kind of hoping I could be like, well, Charlotte's in online school and she's gonna really miss her friends, and so we'll have to plan something to try and get the mom to like kind of reopen her heart up to me, I guess. And I am making assumptions. I don't know if anything was wrong. I didn't ask. I don't know. I don't know. But we talked for a second, and you know, she said, well, that's what I told her. I said she's probably doing like a homeschool or something. And I was like, yeah, we've thought about it for a while, and we just weren't really, we finally decided to take the plunge and do it. But I was like, we could crash and burn in 2 weeks, and you could see us back at like public school, you know, back at the building. And you know, she kind of laughed. So it was a great opportunity for me to kind of say hi and kind of reconnect. So I'm hoping Wolf got her daughter's senior schedule year this weekend. No first hour and some interesting classes to fill in her credits. No first hour. So what time does school start for her? I think we're going to start school around 8 or 8:30 each day. Because that way I can like take my walk. We can all take our walk, and then we can, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? It's a mystery. Okay, I think I'm ready. Hold on, am I ready? Who has, oh, Waka has 3. Okay, hold on. What is the ability osmose? I mean, like, I know what osmosis is, but is that just a better way? Oh, is that just a more like a more intense life drain? It seems like it might be a more intense life drain, maybe. I had a shortened schedule my senior year, and I picked up hours at a shop I worked at over the summer. It was a great transition to college. Man, I didn't have that opportunity when I was in high school. I wish, that's not true, actually. I took humanities and I took AP English in the same semester, not realizing I was taking double the credits. And so when my next semester rolled around, I was like, I hate AP English. This sucks. And then I realized, oh, I can drop it. So I dropped it and I just kept humanities. I loved humanities. Humanities was fascinating. I loved it. Ooh, 8:55. I have to be at work by 8:30 though. So if she doesn't want to walk, we will have to get dropped off a little early and hang out in the library. That's not too bad though. 8:55. That's not too bad. Okay, we're gonna save and we're gonna go do this boss fight. We're probably gonna run into a bunch of baddies on the way though. Oh, I think Collector said there was another one down there. How do they do driver's ed where you are, Wolf? Is it part of the high school curriculum? Because when I was in Utah, driver's ed was just straight up part of our curriculum. Like we just took driver's ed at our actual high school. And then like it was part of our day. And then the driving range was over at the other high school on the other side of town. And we just had to go there during off hours and we had to like complete our driving, like our practice driving courses. But here in Texas, it's an entire course that you have to pay for out of pocket on your own. And that was mind boggling to me. I didn't realize that's how driver's ed was done. I thought it was just always done in high school. But all the kids that are in my young women's class and like my youth group, all of them are like, no, you have to like, it's like a totally separate course. That sucks. Yay. I think so. Hold on. Ah, you know what I didn't do though? Shoot, if I would have done a little more grinding over the weekend, I would have been able to probably get Curag, whatever the third cure is. I don't know what it's called. That and regen to Yuna. I probably could have done that, but I didn't. There's a class they have to take, but it isn't through the high school. There's like 3 driving schools we have to pick from and send her to. Yeah, see, okay, that's how it's done here too. That sucks, man. We just did it in our school. It was just part of my high school like schedule. I think I can probably take one of you out in one hit. Hey, it's Rumi! Yeah, Curacao. That's what it's called. And every time Yuna uses it, she goes, Kaka! Oh man, did we kill that other dude? Yeah, we did, okay. I think we'll be okay. I think so. And then I can like resave. Who all is going to see K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters this coming weekend? I am. I feel kind of bad that I did it this way. I wish I'd done it differently, but aw, Rumi, you're the real MVP VIP goat. Thank you so much for the resub. 57 months. That's insane. Yeah. Oh yeah. High five, Wolf. Oh yeah. You and your daughter? Just you? You, your daughter, and your husband? Like who else going? Who's in this party? Let's see. I don't feel like I've done this one. Because I don't know the entire song, but. Like some pretty little bridge that's like I don't remember what it is, but it's the Ballad of the Goddess in case anybody didn't know. 5 years. 5. We've been through a lot of life milestones together, Rumi. Like we've had a lot happen in the 5 years that we've known each other, both of us. They weren't gonna have it at Wolf's local theater and there were riots. That's how you do it. I really wish that I had, well, so Sword Art posted it on Discord and I was so excited about it. And I immediately jumped online to see if there were any showings, and there were showings only at the Cinemark. That was it. And there were 2 showings on Saturday and 2 showings on Sunday. So I picked Saturday, and bought tickets immediately. And I think this was, when did he post it? Because it was at the beginning of the week and there were already seats taken. So I bought 3 seats. This will be Auden's first time ever going to a movie theater. She's never been before. And I was actually like, this is perfect because she's never been to a movie theater before, but this will give her an opportunity to experience it without it being scary because she will know what's coming. She'll have seen the movie. She knows everything that's going to happen. And will it be louder? Yes. And will it be bigger? Yes. But she loves the movie. And I think it'll be a good learning opportunity for her. So, we're all 3 going. And then after I purchased tickets, I found out that I got a text message a couple days ago from one of my friends in my church congregation. And she was like, K-pop Demon Hunters is coming to theaters. And I was like, I know, I bought tickets. And she said, well, apparently they added a lot more showings. So I went back onto fandango.com and looked. They added showings at every single movie theater in our city. And I kind of wish I'd waited because if I had waited, I didn't know at the time, so there's nothing I could have done. But if I would have waited, I could have like coordinated with people and we could have all gone together and done like lunch and then the movie showing or the movie showing and then dinner. But because I was so scared they were going to sell out, I just kind of bought tickets really fast and then just kind of like hoped everybody else would get tickets if they wanted them. And I wish I'd done it the opposite, but I didn't know they were going to add more showings. I only saw those few showings and was like, dang, I better buy tickets right now. So it'll be like, whatever. It's not a big deal, but so everybody's kind of going to like different theaters, but I checked at the theater that I purchased tickets at and the whole theater was already sold out. But you know what, to be totally honest, those theaters aren't very big anymore because they have those big recliners, so they can't fit as many people in there. So I feel like there aren't as many seats. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, where are we moving to? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need one more. Oh, wait. Yes, I need one more. Does anybody have 4? You have 4. Okay. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. I don't know how to pronounce the words in Korean, but that's okay. We'll all try together. It's fine. I told myself I was gonna make us t-shirts and I was gonna learn those words, and I haven't done either of those things. It was kind of hard when my dad was here. Okay, I think we're all okay. Yes. Okay, we are about to fight. You know what? We don't have a Krispy Kreme, but we can get Krispy Kreme donuts at our grocery stores. But do we have a brick and mortar Krispy Kreme? No, we don't. Ugh. Husband has to work at the fair. What fair? State fair? The Idol Awards. State fair? No, wait, you're totally right. It's much different when it's fresh. So I would prefer brick and mortar one. Okay. Oh, there's Kimari. He's the one I couldn't level. That's right. Okay, here it goes. Here we are. Riku in her hobgoblin stance. What does he have on his arm? Okay. This is Seymour's true form. I mean, he's dead, but this is Seymour's true form. Dude. 36,000. Okay, wait. Seymour Natus? Mortibody. Okay. Seymour turned into the yes, he did. He turned into like a Sephiroth-y kind of like looking person. Hey, Skybird! Hello, nearly everybody, but not Titus. Definitely Yuna, but not Titus. Man, I couldn't level Kimari that whole time. That sucks. Okay, what are we gonna do, Titus, my dude, my main man? You know what I think we'll do? I think we're gonna haste Tega. Hasten. I think we're gonna haste everybody. Krispy Kreme donuts are very good. I can only really handle one before I'm like, oh, maybe two. And then it feels like way too much. Hey, it's Timmy! And Liencia? Nice. Oh, it's new Play-Doh. Oh, new Play-Doh's the best. Have fun with that. If you do damage and don't die, you win. Okay, all right, okay. I just did a whole bunch of grinding over the weekend when my family wasn't here. Okay, what am I doing? All right. Do we know? I mean, it doesn't say it's weak to anything. It, they, them, both of them. 4,000? That's not a lot. I feel like I'm going to kill it and then it's going to come back. Probably. Oh, that's what had the tail. Okay, all right. Is that all you got? Oh, no. Never mind. Shoot! No! I should have used protect! Oh, biscuits! What, baby? Dude. Hey, it's Land Rider! This is Seymour, but this is Seymour post-mortem. And also in his... Yeah. Is that all you've got? Oh, just kidding. I spoke too soon. Whomst am I? Okay, I'm Kimari. Okay, Kimari, I did not get to... I once tried leveling hobbits when playing Lord of the Rings online. The screams from under the steamroll are still on me. Oh, it's bad. What? You are so silly.
Who are you? What is your job?
At me. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Blizzara seemed to be okay. Sure. If we can annihilate him, he's not going to stay dead. He's going to come back. I know what to do. Talk. I'm sorry. I know we can just talk it out. Like everything will be fine if we could just, can we just talk about it? Talk. Are you kidding? Hopefully I didn't make a mistake. Yeah, let's just talk. Can we just, I'm sure we can work it out. Let's just talk about this. Overdrive, Mega Flare, do it. That is gonna eliminate, what's his face? Mortimer, body, his arm. No, he's not an arm. I think he's just a critter on him. I think so. Hey, it's Arctic! Unleash OP flying chicken. Oh, he just healed him. And he just gave him protect. How much did that do? I did not even notice how much. Banish? I beg your pardon. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at chat. How much did that, how much damage did it do? I don't, you know what? I guess I can look. Okay. Casts elemental magic, break, and flare. Are we all hastened again? Okay, can I, okay, hold on. So wait, if he banished him or whatever, does that mean he is no, like you can't use him again at all? Well, he must have, because he like, you know what? Hold on, Riku, help me out, sister. Just help all my people. Or at least give him a that. Yeah. All right, okay. That wasn't so bad. I can't tell if it's better to use like Oh. Okay, wait a minute. What does protect mean? Is protect magical defense or is protect physical defense? I cannot remember. I think shell is magic. No. Shoot, I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. He has 2 HP. Break what? What? Protect is the protection of the protectors. And it does the thing against the thing. Yeah, the thing to the thing. Oh, I guess I can figure out here. Protect raises a character's defense. Okay. How? Oh, he's petrified. I had to. Yeah, you're right. Protego. Okay. These boss fights take me so long because I have to sit and strategize and then I get distracted by my kazoo. Yeah, that's right. Good job. So does he... 2. So does he... I may die during this fight because... Mort absorption. Oh, he takes life from Seymour to heal. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Dispel. Negates all spell effects on an enemy. Oh, so I could break his protect then. Oh, okay. I need you, my brother, my man. So if we just keep attacking the Morta body, he'll just keep taking life from Seymour, right? Yeah, kazoo, like your life depends on it. Who did I put reflect on? Yuna? Okay. Can you have multiple, like, can I cast reflect and... Did that hurt him? Okay, wait. Hold on, I'm gonna have him use an item. I have questions and I keep getting distracted and I'm thinking, how do my questions? Yeah, did you not see me running around the bridge, leveling a lot? Like, I'm ready for this. Oh, I'm not. This is gonna be bad. So wait a minute. Oh, he did do frost. Okay, so does reflect last for the whole entire fight until they die? Because she still has reflect, which is great. Okay, so wait, what does he have? He has... Casts elemental magic, break, and flare. So break causes petrification. Okay. And then flare, I imagine... Shoot, I don't even know. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, if he... Oh, no, never mind. We're gonna try to dispel, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think he is just gonna cast it again. Maybe. What happens if you attack like him? Like him? Seymour. Seymour. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't actually do any damage, but that does... It just reflect... Okay. What happens if I hit him? Ah, okay. I don't... I can't tell how to do this fight. It's not that I'm struggling, but I don't understand the best way to do it because I can't tell if his friend... Like, what happens? Are we just supposed to attack the friend? Bye, Hayes. Have an excellent Tuesday. Thanks for being here. It's time to dad. Dad hard. Yeah, like I'm kind of like, do I just haste all my people and like nullify everything on everybody? Oh, that does nullify everything on everybody. But it's only once. I see Evie! Welcome. You must love this game. And it's Ryan. How's it going? Has your time timer gone off yet? When your time timer goes off, that's when it's time to come out of quiet time. Well, I guess I will put reflect. How much does reflect cost again? Okay, we're almost there then. Desperado. Desperado. Yeah, he was desperate. What, okay, all right, that's fine, I guess. We're gonna... There is no way that this is gonna be... There's no way this is gonna be like the... You know what? We're gonna haste everybody again. Can we slow those two? Boo. I thought that was gonna be the case, but I had to try. Yuna, girl, how you doing? Let me cure you. That only gives him 1,200 though. Like we're coming up quick. You know what I'm saying? 27. There's no way this boss fight is just gonna be like this. There's no way. There's gotta be. But like he's hey, it's Mac. But he's already dead. Okay, all right. All right.
We escaped with our skins intact.
All
but
my
Yuna lost something. I can
What?
already tell her faith was shaken.
Oh,
Yevon had betrayed her.
that's right.
I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
That sucks. That was it.
Well,
That boss fight was
we're all
like
clear.
nothing.
We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna.
Said you wanted to be alone.
It's because all my grinding. It was great.
Of course.
I did a good job. Good job. Good job. Good job, self. Okay, Yuna wants...
For Yuna.
Dude, it's gotta be tough for him. Like, he...
At daybreak.
Okay,
If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is.
that was killing me slowly. All the worry that was building. Wait, in the fight? I want to save.
Maybe you should talk to her.
I just want to save. Gosh, dang it.
Wonder what Uni'll do, huh? Think she'll quit her pilgrimage?
Uni.
That's what you want, right?
Well, if Uni really wants to keep going,
I mean, what I want is for
I guess I
Yuna
shouldn't
to
stop
be
her, you know?
happy.
That's what I think anyway.
Bubby, I think it's over. So yeah, you're good. You can come out. I mean, like, I want her to be happy, but I also want
Yuna's
her
off
to
in
be
the woods.
safe.
Kumari's with her, but maybe you should go too.
There it is. Okay, bring me the iPad. She just said, takes a lot of skills, my pushing the baby gate. Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. Okay, bring me the iPad and I'll put the internet on it so you can watch stuff. Oh, okay. Well, you can't have internet if you're going to do that game then. So when you're done with that game, come let me know, okay? Okay, you got to go out because you're going to distract me. So can I not save right now? Because I would love that. Okay, all right, fine. I tried computer hacking once, but the axe made a mess of the case. I am not very good at, I don't, because, okay, wait. Okay, there he is. Oh. Oh, okay. What is she standing on?
I always thought that this would be easier somehow.
Yes.
I thought that everyone would help me, with all my friends together beside me. I've been trying so hard.
Maybe you're trying too hard.
Yeah, apparently.
Everything.
Everything? Well, so then, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, all those things I said. Like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad.
She's always sad.
Forgive me.
Like, why wouldn't she be?
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
Seriously. How is she standing? She's just smack bang in the middle of the water. He just swam under her.
Just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
Let's run away and get married.
Yeah. That's right. Forget
It's
all about
John.
Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all of that.
I'll give you a song in a second. Alexa, stop, please.
You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will. Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah.
Is she married?
Except Riku. She'd be with you. Lulu and Waka wouldn't hold out long.
Kamari would say yes too, I know. But Sir Orin...
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the least I can do for you.
I'll make him understand.
I should tell him. He deserves it.
I guess we can just walk on water when we feel like it.
What'll I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
Hey, Xanarkin. Let's go to Xanarkin. Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkand Abes would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play, in a stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
No problem. Xanarkin never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade. Then the horizon glows, almost like it's on
I
fire.
can't tell. Well, I don't know.
It's kinda rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter.
Okay.
Till everything glows. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go.
How though?
I can't. I just can't. I can't go.
I didn't realize my gameplay was recording.
Yuna.
This is what I wanted. I feel so silly. I'm blushing. That's so cute. They're still going at it. Making out in the... Where are they in the ocean? Like, where are they? Are they in the water? Oh my gosh. This is adorable. How romantic. Titus has some... Titus's only game. It's not only Blitzball. I have a feeling this isn't gonna last though. I have a feeling that oh, they look so young. Oh my gosh, they're freaking children. It's kind of a weird little... Yeah, maybe. Not gonna last. They're literally drowning. Gravesville. You're right. How does this happen? I'm still confused. I'm still confused on like the water mechanics because like obviously they're not drowning. That was a really beautiful, sweet cutscene, and it kind of made me blush just a little bit. A blocked scene? What does that even mean? Also, Dad Pods, how's it going?
I'll continue.
Oh, she's going to keep doing the pilgrimage. See, I knew she wasn't going to give it up.
If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to. And yet, even if I was with you, I could never forget.
Well, not if Sin is hanging around. We gotta
I'll go with you.
figure out how to stop Sin. This
I'm
can't.
your guardian.
Okay.
Unless I'm fired.
Well, now there's a conflict of interest, Titus.
Stay with me until the end, please.
Not until the end. Always.
Always then.
Oh yeah, Kamari was watching this whole time. Oh. And Kamari's gonna tattle.
You should head back to camp first.
Roger.
I did not think we were gonna get a kiss. Creep Mari, just watching. I legitimately did not think we were going to get a kiss. I thought there was going to be sexual tension between the two of them the entire game. Much like there is in Final Fantasy VII, there's always this kind of like romantic tension between Cloud and Tifa and Aerith. And that's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played all the way through. So that's the only experience I have. I have a thought. No, I have lots of thoughts. Square doesn't allow people to record certain scenes for spoiler reasons. Okay, that makes sense. Titus does have more game than Cloud because Cloud would have been absolutely clueless in that whole situation. But that's because Cloud has other problems. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil that here because there are people that haven't played Final Fantasy VII. However, a few thoughts. Well, in the original Final Fantasy, her name was Aerith, at least in the English version that I played. But in the remake, they called her Aerith. First of all, I thought as far as the voice acting went, I thought this was some of Titus's best voice acting, and it was when he was absolutely the most real. And I really, really appreciated that. Mactastic, when did you get here? Did I miss? Oh, I missed you. I'm so sorry. I was kind of, okay, wait. I got to give John his song for subbing. I missed it. There was this cutscene and I was blushing and I'm so sorry. I did not mean to miss people in chat. Also, my sound is messed up just a little bit, so I did not hear I'm having a hard time hearing like when people come into chat. John. Ah, I know. Psst, naturally. We're gonna play John's favorite song ever from Hollow Knight. For you, John, because I know how much you love Hollow Knight. So I noticed this specifically in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Game scenes and cut scenes are rendered differently, and so that's why the animation changes so much. I don't fully understand it, but in the fully cinematic cutscenes in even Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cloud, Tifa, and even Sephiroth and Barret, they all look almost completely different. It's really crazy. I prefer how they look in gameplay, but when they have these fully cinematic cutscenes, the animation changes. And so that's why Titus and Yuna look so different in the actual like cinematic, because it's a totally different render or like a totally different kind of like play style. Timmy's like, I felt like I was cheating on my girl Lulu during the scene. We were all cheating on Lulu during that scene. That was a very romantic scene. Yeah, they were just getting oxygen from each other. That's all. They were just getting oxygen for each other or from each other. They're just, oh, that's weird. Anyway, okay. That was a very real moment for Titus. And for the first time, I feel like he wasn't this kind of like dopey, kind of like, oh, what? Why not? Let's just do it. Come on, let's go get those guys. Like he felt grounded or in the water. But he felt real, and he felt like he was actually really, truly speaking from his heart. And I really appreciated that. Also, that scene is really sweet and everything. I have a feeling that we're going to lose Yuna still. Because if she's going to continue her pilgrimage, that means she's going to try and destroy Sin, which, as we know right now, is going to take her life. But I think also, because Titus and his dad, and because Yacht is Sin right now, I guess I'm hoping that there is a connection and he can figure out why Sin becomes what it is and how it happens, and he can stop it. And I think he is set up to be the only person who can do that because he is directly connected to the person that Sin is now. I don't know. Also, last week when I think it was the very final stream before I took a little bit of time off for my family to come into town, Seymour said that he wanted to be Sin so he could kill everybody in the world and then nobody would be sent, and so therefore nobody would ever feel any pain again or something. But that can't be true, because he was dead but still experienced, like, there were still hard things that people experience just because people are dead. So the whole idea of becoming Sin, like, I just don't accept, and I will not accept until the game is totally over and done with and like the credits are rolling. I don't accept that Sin just has to be every couple of years. There's got to be a reason. And I'm hoping Titus can be our link to figuring that out. These are obviously just Susie Grace's thoughts, but it's a wonderful thought to think that they'll be together, and that, like, although she did just say that she's going to continue her pilgrimage, I think he's going to try and stop her. I don't think he's going to succeed, but I'm hoping that even if we lose her, I'm hoping that in losing her, we can also figure out a way to end the Sin cycle once and for all. Cutscenes are pre-rendered, like watching a movie, so they can be higher quality without using resources. Yeah, Gravesville says old tech. They had to pre-render the cutscenes or else it would melt your console. Yeah. So when I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, there is this gorgeous cutscene that happens when you're in the Shinra building, and it's like this big, you're in like a room where all around you is all screens, and the whole room disappears and becomes like footage of like outside, but like your three people are standing in the middle of it, and it's like panning the camera around, and it's like, this is what Shinra does for the world, and it's showing all these different things, and then there's like this crazy things start to bleed through, and Sephiroth kind of makes an appearance and all this stuff. And it's a beautiful cutscene, but I remember being like, they don't even look anything like their character, like their playable characters. They look totally different. And it bothered me for a really long time. I was like, I wish that they had the same, I wish that they looked at, but I also understand that that they have to oh, you can't go to her. Okay. Yeah. Creep Mari for sure. Just sitting there. Oh, she whistled. Okay.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Oh my gosh. If I had played this game back when I was like, what, 14, 15, I would have crushed so hard on Titus, man. Who am I kidding? I'm crushing hard now. He's an idiot, but he's a cute idiot. Cloud was the same way. Cloud was much more brooding, though. He was much more kind of like he was just very broody. It was nothing. It was fine. Like, we just talked. Oh, he just shook his head like, no, she's going to continue.
Sir Orin? Waka? Lulu?
I still don't understand Orin's arm situation.
Riku? Everyone, we leave at dawn. And I'm sorry for putting you through all this. And
Enough. You need your rest.
Also, I think Orin's dead.
yes.
I don't know.
Good night.
I'm not sure, but I don't think he's sent. I just have a feeling. Yeah, we had a nice underwater chat. Lots of mouth movements. And she decided she wanted to keep going. Ugh, I would have died over that cutscene when I was younger. Oh my gosh. That's like the cutscene Who the fruit is this? Who are you? That was like the cutscene I wanted from like Final Fantasy VII, like in the gold saucer. That was the cutscene I wanted and never got. That was a great cutscene. So they're talking in each other's mouths.
What is your job?
So they can hear better. Right. The dialogue is fairly low. Okay. I actually wonder. No, wait. I feel like the music is loud as opposed to like my voice on the microphone, but maybe I can. Anyway, those are Susie Grace's thoughts. I don't know. I don't, obviously I don't know. But the fact that everybody has told me over time, I don't think you can actually turn nope. I just have to turn it up. The fact that I've been told many times that, this game is going to make me cry. My guess is we're not going to keep Yuna, not Luna. Who am I talking about? Susie Gracie thoughts. Yay! I don't know. I have lots of like coming into this. I'm trying not to be like, okay, well, everybody says that it's going to make me cry. So obviously somebody's going to die. I mean, games can make me emotional for a lot of different reasons, but I don't think we're going to make it out with Yuna. I don't think we are. But read somewhere, JP old something tradition maybe, arm that way being samurai with dead master or something, Braska, dead Arin, samurai. So if that tradition thing is true, then that's why Arin arm. I don't fully understand what you said, but I loved the way you wrote it. I need to turn my fan on. I'm hot. It was that cutscene. Whoo! Just kidding. Those cutie pies. You know what? She's not gonna make it. Then I'm glad they had that moment together. That's really sweet. But it does make things like even worse. I've looked up like how to make character deaths really sad because I'm a writer, and so I've looked into how to really pull at your reader's heartstrings, and that is one tactic, is to have something really great happen, like a relationship between two people get together, or somebody gets the thing that they've always dreamed of, or whatever, and then they die. And so it's like they just got that, and then all of a sudden you lose them, and that's like how to make your audience cry 101. So I don't know. I don't have high hopes, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I don't know. I could totally be wrong. This is obviously just, in my head. Yeah, somebody said something about Arin's arm being something like powerful or something. I don't know. It's a mystery. And it's fine. Oh, look at this. We're gonna get cure. Caca! Kaka! That's what we're gonna get. Kaka! What is it? Curaga? Oh, I thought that's... Oh, I think I had Curaga? Yes. Gotta carry that jug. Is it Curaga that I had? Either way, Curaga is good. That is good. That is great. Okay. What is the other one then? Cura? Oh, it's Cura, Curaga. That's what it... Okay, all right. It would be if they didn't do that in literally every film, movie, game, book, etc. nowadays. True. True. Well, there are multiple ways you can make your audience like... How to make your audience... How to rip out your audience heartstrings 101. Give your person that you're going to kill off something that they've always dreamed of or something amazing right before they die, right? Like a relationship or their goal that they reached or whatever. Or have them be on their way to reach that goal and then they die and they can't reach that goal. Or just kill the dog. Works every time. You know what I'm saying? Like kill the animal. I actually specifically looked up books that don't have the dog die because I was like, I don't want the dog to die. I don't want to read a book where the dog dies. And I came across the book, what is it called? A Boy and His Dog at the End of the World. And it was great. And I can confirm the dog does not die. So if you're looking for a fictional story, kind of a post-apocalyptic-y, kind of post-pandemic-y kind of story that has a dog, that's a good one. And the dog does not die. And that's not spoiling anything because there's a whole lot that happens in the story, but... Okay. Yes. Okay, so I saw... I say I saw an ad for it, but that's not true. I've seen ads for this story, Good Boy. What's it called? Good Boy? I haven't actually watched the ad yet, though, because I'm skeptical. I'm worried it's gonna freak me out or make me sad or uncomfortable or something like that. I don't know. I have a lot of... It's Lucinda! Ooh, now I have to watch it. It's wild. Oh, somebody was telling me about the planes. This is a good place to grind? I'll tell you what. In that cutscene, they literally looked like they were 16 years old making out with each other. They looked like babies.
Calmlands. Long ago.
The Calmlands. So that means all the baddies here are going to be nice,
The road
right?
ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only
Oh my
endless
gosh,
plains.
really? Yep.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
Gotta carry that jug. Well, then how is those things? How do we... Let's also take a minute to appreciate that it would be, I feel like if you're in a group of people like this in such close proximity and you're with each other all the time, every day, it's almost impossible. It would have been almost impossible for Titus and Yuna not to develop feelings for each other. It would have either been Titus and Yuna or Titus and Riku, but I don't really see Titus and Riku.
I won't let you die. I'll find
See?
a way somehow.
See? He's gonna find a way. He's gonna he's gonna sacrifice himself. No, you can't. There must be another way. I need to make us shirts for K-pop Demon Hunters this weekend, but I don't know if I'll have the time.
Let's go.
Grind planes.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to.
I know, I find it interesting that after their little romantic swim together, they were like, she was like, I have to continue. And he was like, okay. I mean, there was a lot in the air between them that's like, okay, like, I'm not going to argue with you, but like, this means you're going to die and I can't let that happen. Right. So it was kind of a weird, Oh, Lucinda's little one's dental appointment went smooth and everything went well. That is so good. Did, oh, she didn't get upset or scared. Okay, I was gonna say, sometimes that stuff, like whether it's the laughing gas or it's anesthesia or whatever, can really make kids sick. And so I'm glad it went smoothly, and I'm glad, oh, here's another freaking fella with a, ooh. Are my friends with me? Okay. Look at that freaking wasp. Can you imagine finding one of those in your backyard? Okay, I think I know how to do this. Aerial, vulnerable to ice. Do I have an ice ball? I bet you are also vulnerable to ice, good sir. Good flan. Yeah. Oh, but you're better with men. Okay. Dude, my dudes are so... They're so leveled. It's great. I love it. I love being over leveled. It's the best. It's so much fun to just come in and just annihilate everything you come across. They're just gonna beat you up calmly. They're just gonna be like, hey, sorry, but we really can't have you guys here. Sorry. Who is this fellow?
Perhaps you'd like to
Oh,
know
this guy.
about these planes.
No, I'm okay. Maybe next time.
What a pity.
For you. This again. Okay. We know this. Everybody has a job. The only thing better than being over-leveled is being really over-leveled. I took the opportunity to do that in one playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. I did the whole W item glitch and got myself like 999 elixirs. And I went to that place in the swamp at the very end in the crater. And I oh no, he's dead. Yep, got it. 100%. What was I talking about? Now I don't even remember. Oh, the Macon? Is that his name? I don't. Fire and Thunder? I'll have to watch the trailer for Good Boy. You guys know me. I like to watch spooky things without actually watching spooky things. You know what I'm saying? Like highlights or like, I don't know, clips on mute. Because I don't actually want to watch it. But I do kind of want to watch it. I haven't actually watched any scenes from Alien Earth. But that hasn't stopped me from watching just a couple scenes, but I haven't seen anything bad. Oh, that's right. I was in the crater and I was, thanks for that. I was like, it was right there. I was just thinking about it. I was in the crater and I had like the 900 or like the 99. Is this a baddie? What was that? That was the weird. That was so bizarre. And I got all my dudes, you know, if they give the magic pots at the very end, if you give them an elixir, you cannot hurt them until you give them an elixir, which is, you can't just buy an elixir anywhere. I did everything. I basically, I mean, I don't know if I 100%ed the game, but pretty close. I got all my guys to level 990 or 99. All their life was 9,999. I had quadruple cut on every single one of them. I had all these crazy things. I had like all my materials were leveled, all that stuff. It was crazy. It was so much fun. It was great, but I've only done it one time because it took so much time. Oh my gosh, it took so much time. Hey, it's Dream Eaters and DJBJ. Oh, you bet I did. Heck yes. See, this is why I didn't watch Gamescom. We didn't stream Gamescom today because I was like, I'm pretty sure we're just going to get an announcement for the only thing I care about is Silksong. And it looks like we're going to get an announcement tomorrow. Whether that's an actual... Hey, it's Raven! Oh, you mean the water scene? was a good time. It was a good time all around. It was great. I'm sorry, are there 4 bat monsters? That's weird. Woo. Okay, now she's asleep. Oh, nope, not anymore. Nope. She is not. It was a great scene. I blushed a little bit. It was very romantic. It was very sweet. Makes me sad because I don't think it's gonna I don't think it's gonna be. I kind of threw out my thoughts, but I really honestly think okay, wait. Fire and lightning. Okay. I really think Titus is gonna stop Sin in some way, but I think it's gonna come. Oh, but I think it's gonna come at the cost of Yuna. I don't think we're gonna save her, which freaking sucks. Yeah, and I knew that was also gonna happen. So it's Chain on Tuesday, innit? And it's mad. The best one though was the GameCon ad. The GameCon ad that they played. They conned us. Wait, I think I saw that. Actually, I think I saw that ad. Wait, conned you how? Oh, who's this? You know what? It's fine. So is this a good place to go around and grind, or was that bridge kind of like it?
We'll get through this.
We had a great time with my family. I got to watch my dad play Halo for the first time in like, oh gosh, 8 years. He was over the moon about it. He was so excited. And he didn't want to like admit it, but he was so excited. And so for the last hour before he left for the airport, he, bye Lindsay, have an excellent rest of your Tuesday. Seriously though, have an excellent rest of your Tuesday. Like an hour before he was supposed to go to the airport, we'd already kind of done everything we were gonna do, and like the girls were kind of tapped out and he was kind of tapped out. And so he was like, can I play Halo? I was like, of course you can play Halo. So he spent the last hour before going to the airport playing it, and he just loved it. He just loved it. It was really cute. It was really, really cute watching. It was really sweet. This is a very good place to grind. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Well, let me just save and buy something from this chick in a bikini. Hey. Oh, no. Did I just further the story, or am I going to be able to, like, grind? It looked like the best game being released, but it was just an ad. Oh, okay. I feel like
Zook. Long time no see.
Who is this?
You are you.
Yeah, I can't even see you. Like, your thing is...
You certainly don't look like Maester Keenock's murderer.
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
No, Seymour killed Master Keenock. We saw him.
Just issued a personal order, you know. It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled. We are to kill you on sight, or so it says.
What of Bavel?
Boop.
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
Convenient. Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
Wait, how did
But
they
be
let
careful, my friends.
the
You
Ronso
have
go
been
when they
branded
totally...
enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
Thank you, Father Zook.
He was straight up there when Maester Seymour and Micah were like, oh yeah, by the way,
To tell
we're
the
both
truth, I
dead.
was a little curious to
And
see
the Ronso was there and they just let
this
him go?
summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well. For your sake, too.
What's your announcement,
Thank
Dream
you,
Eaters?
Father.
Rogie Kangaroo, how's it going? I love your
Pray for all of you.
Twitch name. Yes. I thought we were gonna fight that dude. Wow. Okay. So our head, like, there's a price on our head. Maybe 10 p.m. You know what? I can't eat McDonald's anymore. It messes with my stomach too much. I cannot eat McDonald's. I can eat their French fries and I can drink their Dr. Pepper. But if I have like nuggets or anything, I feel so sick. I'm getting old. But if I go to like Raising Cane's and eat their chicken fingers, I'm fine. So it's something with McDonald's. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I guess that's true. He knew 7 versus 1 were not great odds. But at the same time, I thought maybe he was going to like call down I don't know. Now here's another question that's actually rhetorical because I don't actually want any spoilers. But like, why does it have to be Yuna? Because what about Donna? And what about like oh wait, we fought him with the ponytail. Does that mean we're gonna fight Donna at some point? Hey, it's Artemis! I know, right? Bikini lady right there. But like, why does it have to be Yuna? And like I said, you don't have to answer this because obviously I don't want the story spoiled, but like, there were obviously other summoners. Why can't it be Donna? Problem solved. Titus, here is your not your solve. Here's your answer. Go find Donna. Make Donna go do it. Take Yuna, go off, get married, and then live happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's something to do with Lizard, and I don't understand what it is. I'm also old. So maybe the other summoners are crap. I don't know. I don't understand it either, but like this is what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't understand. Like it has to be Yuna, but of course it does because she's in our part because we are connected, right? We love her. So if we lose her, it will be so hard. Who cares if Donna dies? I mean, no offense, Donna, but like you're kind of a jerk. Like you've been mean to us multiple times. I don't think Donna can fight her way out of a paper sack. Woo! Look how much money I have. I have all the monies. It's gonna be great. Hey, it's Chiron. Oh, thanks for the resub, man. You gonna see it this weekend in theaters? Of course you are. Of course you are. I saw an ad for Hoppers. I was not super impressed, but maybe it was just a teaser. I don't know. I should probably look like some. I should probably look up like a legitimate trailer. I need to watch the trailer for Good Boy. What is a Targe? Seeker's Targe, Seeker's Bracer, Seeker's Amulet. Oh, that gives everybody lots of life. And I do love that a lot. I find it funny when they named the big bad after an existential concept. Like, we have to defeat sin. And I'm like, yeah, we've been trying for over 2,000 years here. It's what we've all been trying to do. Okay, Piercing Strength. Shimmering Blade. Whispering Death. What's that from? That's from an animated movie. Whispering Death. Is it Whispering Death? No. It's from A Bug's Life. What is it? Flaming Death, right? Isn't that what the tick says? Petey or Simon? Oh, what's his name? It's not Simon. What is it? I can't remember his name. Scarecrow would know. How to Train Your Dragon? Terrible Terror. I feel so PT Flea. Okay, so I was close. I feel very overwhelmed, but I will be honest. I love the game and I'm enjoying the game a lot. I don't love the weapon system. The weapon system definitely leaves something to be desired because half of this stuff, in order for me to add abilities to it, I need things that I literally haven't come across all game. You know what? I have the money, so I might as well just buy one, buy another one. Wait. Okay, what did you say? A targe is a type of strapped round shield that was used by Scottish Highlanders in the early modern period. Also, it doesn't show me if I have one or not, which is really frustrating. That would be great. Usually it's like you have one in stock or like one in your arsenal or your inventory or whatever, but Not this one. That is kind of... No, don't equip that yet. It's Darren! Darren! Have we seen... Okay, but have we ever seen any... Have we seen any ads for games... from Gamescom today that are like... Or Gamescom today that are just like mind-boggling? Or are they all pretty like on par with like... What was it? State of Play or whatever? Or what was the last one we watched together? I don't remember. I can't remember what it was. Seeker's Arm Guard. Do I not get a Seeker's Shield? Oh, yes, I do. So I will buy these and then I will find out later if I want to equip them because I... Oh, from the announcements today? Well, you were bummed by those? So do we just leave or like, what do we do? Okay, yeah. Okay, well then I'm gonna do some grinding here for a minute. I mean, it shows... Whoa. Sure. We'll try that. I don't know. Just... I am bad at this. That was cool, though. That was fine. Have we... It's an ogre. Okay. I guess we can just hit him. Oh, wait, not you. You need to actually use, like, a spell. Somewhere, ogre the rainbow. It's all ogre now. I bet he's waited his whole life to use that for this exact moment. Time to get serious. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I guess I'll bring in Titus because he is faster. Honestly, I have used that fire and ice sword almost the entire time, and it's been great. It's been great. Oh, and I just bought a Seeker's Bangle. Cool. So now I'm... Is this... What's his face? No. Face... His... It was a... Oh, okay. I was going to say, are we going to fight them just like laying down on the ground? Okay. Well, I mean, they are laying, but like they're ready now, but for a minute. Casts Drain and Blaster on low HP. So what you're saying is we got to kill him in one shot. No lies. I want her. I want Yuna. Because honestly, well... Maybe? I did wake them up from their nap. Oh, that... Okay. 6,000? Osmose. Oh, absorb MP from an enemy. That doesn't cost anything? How? What's it called? A co-whirl? Wait, I missed something Kangaroo said earlier. Hold on. I mean, yes, Titus likes Yuna, but I don't know. That's why Titus doesn't ask another summoner to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? Come on now. Save the girl you love. Figure out another way. I mean, Sin's like your dad. That's how it's done. That's how you do it.
No time to waste. Let's go.
No time to waste. We're just gonna run around these grasslands for a little while so we can make sure our guys get leveled. But I'm gonna... Oh, and everybody's out. Okay. And I really wish I had... way up high. I used to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow for my oldest when she went to bed at night. I mostly remembered the words. Titus will find a way. He'll find a way. What I'm worried about, though, is I'm worried that Titus will sacrifice himself. And then, like, we'll keep Yuna, but lose Titus. And so it's like, okay, so we saved one. We didn't save both, though. That's what I'm worried about. I don't know, though. I have no idea. Did that work? They all slowed down. Steal. Oh, okay. I can do that. Steal to inflict terminal malfunction. You get 3 grenades from those dudes? That is great. Oh, what? Ooh, Werns. Okay. Since we have a save point right there, I guess I'll just... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Yep, yes. That's kind of great, actually. Steal to one-shot. I am down. He's gonna blast another one of my guys, but yeah, that's amazing. Okay, what is he weak to? Thunder? Thunder / ice blizzard? I'm more of a dog person anyway. Supposedly the Japanese name was Shin, can be new and death. Oh, interesting. Okay, sphere grid away. And I like this music too. What was my favorite music? I can't remember what my favorite music was. But I think it was piano. I think it was when we were lost underneath, like right before we ran into like dead Seymour. So while my dad and my brother and my niece were here, we watched The Princess Bride with Charlotte for the first time, and she loved it. Honestly, that was probably the first time she ever saw a couple like really kiss each other on screen. She loved it. We had a great time. We were laughing. It was so fun. Oh, they all looked so young. All of them were just babies. But as I'm thinking of this, yes, inconceivable. As I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking when she's like, "But I'm married," and he's like, "Did you say I do?" And she says, "No, we sort of skipped that part." I'm thinking of like the whole Yuna Seymour like reunion. I don't think they were married. I don't think they were actually married. I could be wrong. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait one more because I can go to this one right there. Okay. Oh, I can go up this way. Is it raises defense by 4 points? Is it worth it to come down here, or should I just move all the way up here first? Whoa, I can't. Okay. Like I technically should come all the way up here. What's this? Flare? Oh, I want to learn that. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. I think I'm gonna... Charlotte got a big kick out of, "Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." At the very end when he's like super weak and he keeps getting louder and louder. Also, I've now seen Gravity Falls since seeing Princess Bride, so it's kind of interesting seeing another 6-fingered person. I was like, huh. Interesting. Do we have level spheres to use? I mean, we do, but I'm hoarding them. I think I have... I don't know. I have to check. What do I have? I have 9 level 1s and 4 level 2s. And 1 level 4. So I've been hoarding them, obviously. What are these, level 2s? No, they're level 4s. I don't want to use them just for that. They have a website dedicated to Lizard? Where does Lizard come from? Who start? You know what? It's always children. It's always young people. It's young people that start all these things, and I don't understand how they come to be, but they just are. Isn't there like a 6, 7? I don't know. Is that? I don't even know what it means. I hope I'm not saying something inappropriate. I don't know. It's something to do with numbers. It's like 6, 7, or it's like, I don't remember what is 6, 8 or something like that. I can't remember. But stuff spreads so fast now that it's 7, 8, 9. It's like, stuff spreads so fast now. The lingo and everything spreads so quickly and moves so fast that I can't keep up with it all. I just cannot. I cannot keep up with it all. Bulk. Let's try Blizzard. Okay, so they both do like the same amount. Then they both do like 1,000 from her. Let's see how much they do with her like super extra special fancy like lots. Not anymore. Okay, good to know. Oh, yeah, it did say half damage. Pfft. Wait. So lightning and... So is that saying that if you do water or fire, then it's not half damage and it does regular damage? I think that's what that means. You know what? I think back on that dumb bridge, I think I thought the opposite. I think I thought somehow... Oh, I don't want to waste an overdrive. I think I thought that I had to use those spells. I think I spent the entire time... I think I spent the entire time using water and fire, even though it said half damage. Square brain. Wow. Well, whatever. I remember being like, but they're showing the elements. Those are the elements I need to use, right? Right? That's what happens when I play off stream and I don't have people to ask. Because I can't Google it because I'm afraid that I'm going to see something that I'm not going to like or that's going to spoil or something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to Google it. I think I constantly used water and fire on those dumb mechs that kicked me with their legs because I thought I was supposed to. It's dumb. 600, what is that? 600 million times? Lizard? Oh, we need Riku. This is great. I can steal a whole bunch of... Did I want to do that? I don't know if I wanted to switch out for Yuna. That is pretty incredible. I think I want... You know who needs help leveling? Is Kamari. I haven't used Kamari a lot. He has secondary spells, like... Yeah, in Final Fantasy VII, they just call it, like, lightning. I think they just call it lightning, lightning 2, and lightning 3. I think so. I don't think they had... Yeah, I think they just used numbers. I don't think they actually had... Okay. Salty, how are you? Are you gonna go see K-pop Demon Hunters in the theaters this weekend? We've got 3 tickets ready to go. It's my first time. It'll be my toddler, my 4-year-old's first time at the theater, and I'm really excited. It's a great way to introduce her to the theater experience because she knows what's coming. Like, she's not going to see anything that's going to freak her out. She knows what's coming. I think she'll be fine. There will be lots of kids there. And we've all seen it before. So it's like, even if the kids are kind of rambunctious, like, it's a sing-along. Nobody's really looking for anybody to be like super quiet, you know? Oh man, I got pretty close. I didn't actually cry, but I got very close to crying. I thought it was great. And honestly, I really have Wolf to thank here in the community today, because Wolf was the one that mentioned something about it. I think first in chat. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to use. My bad. And I mentioned it to Charlotte, and then it was when Charlotte watched it that she came to me and was like, you really should watch it. I think you'll like it. And I was like, okay. So I did, and it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time. We listened to the soundtrack all the time. It's just a fun time. And realistically, looking at all the craze over it, I really don't understand why it went so viral. I really don't. Because, like, there have been other movies that have had great music or had a good story or whatever. So what is it about this one? And I asked this question to my husband last night, who doesn't think it's, like, great. I mean, he was like, it's fine. But he doesn't think it's, like, he doesn't really care much for it. But my husband isn't super into animation anyway. Wow, Silence and Sleep. Cool. So he was like, it's no different than anything else that goes viral. It's just certain things. It just depends on who watches it first, who's talking about it, I can't get where am I? There we go. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. He was like, I really think a lot of, why the reason things go viral is because, somebody with a large sphere of influence watches it, reads it, something like that, and then they blast it out on their Twitter or their Instagram or whatever, and then, and then it just blows up from there. But I was like, I don't know, because I didn't hear anything about it. It was just one of the people in my chat that said something about it, and now all of a sudden, well, I don't mean all of a sudden, because it wasn't really all of a sudden, but it's the only Netflix original movie that is continuing to grow in popularity. Like, it's just shattering all these records. It's a combination of actual banger music plus the silly premise. I know, I love the fact that nobody is too serious to the point where they don't have funny moments. Every single character has funny moments, funny, relatable moments. And the film didn't take itself too seriously. It was serious when it needed to be serious, and it was funny whenever it could be funny. Voice acting was great. Animation was great. It's just kind of weird to me, because I was just like, this whole time I've just been like, why? Why did it go so crazy? Maybe it was because it also roped in the entire K-pop fandom. So it kind of already had a boost of a viewership already. Maybe that's why. Because but then at the same time, with Disney, you have all those Disney addicts, Disney adults. But yet Disney hasn't put anything out that I feel like has even come close to the popularity of K-pop Demon Hunters. The last thing I can think of is maybe Frozen Fever. But I don't even feel like that was... I know, but when he slips, because it's a two-parter. He slips on the puddle and goes, oh, geez. And then he runs, and then he giggles as he's running. It's this two-part moment where you're like everything happens, and you're just like, what the heck is even like, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm totally here for it. Like, it's just, like, the popcorn eyes for me were like, what am I even watching? I don't understand. But it was just... I don't know. They took a lot of risks, but it worked for them. And the fact that they kept it all very family friendly, so it's watchable by people of all ages. Nobody has to worry about watching it with their kids in the room or anything like that. I guess the demons could potentially be spooky to some kids. They didn't spook my kids. But hey, it's Ratchet. I hired a kid to paint my porch. When he came back to get paid, he said, by the way, that was a BMW, not a Porsche. What is one of the jokes that I heard from that guy that has that Instagram account or that Facebook account where he just runs down the stairs and then, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, biscuits. No, no, I don't want to play blitzball at all. At all. I think it was what's your what do you call your grandma's number on your phone? No, what's your grandma on speed dial? Instagram. He has a lot of really funny ones. Yeah, it wasn't particular. You're right. It wasn't particularly deep, but it just kind of everything was balanced. Also, the story moved very quickly. There weren't any moments that I felt like there are no moments that I'm sitting even as I rewatch it now, because it really is very rewatchable and it's great and it's so quotable. There were no moments where I was like, okay, like let's continue. The pacing is really good too. I really hope Disney kind of learns some things, because I feel like I don't feel like I've seen a Disney movie that has been so rewatchable, I guess. My last favorite Disney movie that they released was Big Hero 6. That was like my all-time favorite Disney movie. And I rewatched Big Hero 6 a lot. I loved Big Hero 6. I bought it on DVD. Do we think it'll come to DVD? K-pop Demon Hunters? Because Mitchell's versus the Machines did, and that was a Netflix only for a while. So I'm really hoping that we get K-pop Demon Hunters on DVD, because at this point it's like you might as well. Everybody's gonna buy it. It's been a long time. Yeah, Wolf says it's been yeah, K-pop has a huge fandom, so I think they kind of like were able to kind of rope in that whole fandom. So they already kind of had momentum because they had this entire K-pop fandom around them. And I have never been a K-pop fan, but I did love the music. I thought the music was great. Music was super fun. I liked all the music.
This one is mine.
Which one, Waka? Which one is yours? Like, I'm happy to do that. I just, what do you want, Astrid? You want me to block the sun? The sun was in my eyes, Astrid. What do you want? You want me to block the sun? I could do that. I just don't have time right now. I forgot that Big Hero 6. Okay, wait. How to Train Your Dragon 2? I did not enjoy How to Train Your Dragon 2 as much as I enjoyed the first one. So I feel like Big Hero 6 was deserved. I liked How to Train Your Dragon 2, but I definitely feel like the first one, the tier list for me goes How to Train Your Dragon 1, How to Train Your Dragon 3, and then How to Train Your Dragon 2. I didn't enjoy the first one or the second one as much as I enjoyed the first one. Oh, I loved Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was so, I just loved it.
Shall we do this?
How shall we? Well, you're going to cast, what is it? Lazara on this fella. You're going to wrap it up in a nice little package and we'll be done. It'll be great. It'll be super great. I don't know much about this franchise. Who performs the K-pop? The demons or the hunters? Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters, Salty? Oh, I thought you had. Both, actually. Yeah, what Scarecrow said. Both. And the premise is kind of wild. And so I've seen lots of videos of people trying to explain the premise, and it sounds totally unhinged when you talk about it, but it works. Just trust us. It works. There's these special K-pop singers that are born with these special voices that are able to seal away the demons. And so in order to fight back, the demons send a demon boy band to counter it. Bop. So they have to like figure out a way to like counter this demon boy band, and it sounds totally unhinged, and it is, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's great. So Wolf's the real MVP VIP goat, because I think we'll just do you. I mean, I guess we could take these guys out. I mean, if you want to just take him out like that, that's fine. Oh, you mean, oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't love that either, but it did surprise me. But I don't know. I mean, and obviously everybody has their own opinions. So, you know, if it didn't work for, you, that's totally fine. I thought it was great. I loved it. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And I didn't necessarily think it was that unique. I just liked the world. And well, you know what? Let's be honest. I just really loved Baymax. Baymax is great. I loved Baymax and I loved Hero and I loved the relationship Hero had with Tadashi. I loved Tadashi. I loved all their friends. I guess I will say I didn't really necessarily love the villain, but I loved the story as a whole. I thought the story was pretty great for the most part. I liked it, but I don't know. Yeah, it's right. That's right. It's not to everybody's taste, and that's fine. I'm not going to gatekeep. It's fine. You know, this place maybe is a slightly good place to grind, but like, I feel like none of my people, well, maybe it's because I'm not using Titus very much. I think that's probably why. I feel like I'm using him all the time, every day, but apparently not. But I haven't seen, I really loved Tangled. I really loved Tangled. I thought Tangled was also one of the better Disney movies. And I enjoyed Frozen 2, but I certainly didn't join in on the, like, even the first Frozen, I did not join in on, like, the adoration bandwagon. I thought it was okay, but I thought it was really overhyped. I liked the second one much better than the first one. But Disney just doesn't want villains anymore. They just don't want villains. They just want it to be like generational trauma, which like that's fine. But like you got to have a mixture. You know what I mean? It's okay to have a villain. It's also okay to have a love interest. And Disney doesn't seem to want to have love interests these days either because I don't know. They don't want to have love interests, but it's okay to have a love interest. You can still have a love interest and be strong and be fighting for somebody that you love. That's totally fine. But I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. So I just haven't seen... The last Disney movie we watched was Wish, and Wish I thought fell very flat. I didn't care for it. Charlotte liked it a lot, and Auden really liked it. But of course they did. You know, they were kids, and that was fine. I was like, that's fine. I never wanted to watch it again. They wanted to rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. And I was like, okay, well, you can watch it on your own time because I don't want to rewatch that. K-pop Demon Hunters, I will sit down and watch anytime they put it on the TV. Whoa. Who are you? Okay, wait. Oh, that's right. We've fought you guys before. This is the Chimera Brain. What? Pixar movies aren't about adults anymore. There was a thing going around about they used to be all about patenting or parenting, but now they're all about kids getting parented. Yeah, Pixar, I feel like the golden age of Pixar is over. I feel like they've kind of strayed. And I'm not saying that their stuff is bad, but I definitely can't. The last Pixar movie I really liked was Luca. I thought Luca was great. But like, I thought it was great, but I didn't think it was like one of those like, oh my gosh. I think the before that, the best Pixar movie I saw was probably Inside Out. I liked Soul a lot. Soul was great, but I liked Inside Out a lot. I don't know. I don't really appreciate, I don't know. Their stories just haven't really done much for me. Well, that's right. Threaten. Hey, you better watch it. You better watch out. I'm so scared. I can't move. Okay, that's not so bad. 9,800? Just cream him in the face. Yeah, just do that a lot of times. Here we go. Oh, Coco was great. Wait, did Coco come out before or after Inside Out? I thought Coco came out after Inside Out, but maybe I'm wrong? Because if that's the case, then it would have been Coco. Coco was phenomenal. One of the best animated movies ever. Such a unique, just everything about it. The visuals of that entire city as he's coming over the crosswalk. Oh my gosh. I love animation. I love animation so much. I guess I can, unless he's gonna kill me. Oh, Coco came out after Inside Out? Oh, I thought Inside Out came out after Coco. Okay, well then I'm wrong. Coco is definitely the last one then. And I did really like Luca a lot. I thought Luca was great. And my mom told me, she was like, oh, Coco looks like one of those. Oh, wait, I've already learned this. She said Luca seems to me like it's like a male version. Oh, 389. What? I should have healed Titus. So we're going to do that right now. She said it was kind of like a male version of The Little Mermaid, and it wasn't at all. I mean, it kind of was, but like, it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. I thought it was great. So I really enjoyed Luca, but like Turning Red didn't really do much for me. Inside Out 2 was okay. I don't know. I just feel like I said, I just kind of feel like the golden age of Pixar, like back with like WALL-E and with Finding Nemo and, you know, Coco and Inside Out and all that stuff. I feel like, you know, in the Toy Stories, I feel like that's when Pixar was really at its strongest. And then they've just kind of, Elemental was fine. I did enjoy Onward. Onward made me cry. Onward was very sweet. Wasn't my favorite though. It was good and I enjoyed it and it was totally worth watching, but I didn't feel like it had the rewatchability that like WALL-E has for me or Coco has for me. I love Coco and I love WALL-E. Those are probably my top 2 Pixar films. Inside Out, I would say would be, but Inside Out makes me cry so many ugly tears that I can't watch it. Oh, and Up is another one that I thought was just phenomenal. Loved it. Great. Ripped my heart out. Wreck-It Ralph was good. I liked Wreck-It Ralph. I did not really care for Ralph Breaks the Internet. But it's been so long since I've really seen, like I can't really, I don't know. Gravesville, thank you so much for following my channel. I'm so glad you're here. See? Look at this. We're having a great time. I can't remember. I mean, I don't go see movies very often in theaters anymore. I did see The Wild Robot in theaters and I liked it, but it wasn't exactly what I thought. Wild Robot did make me cry though. I liked it. But like the last movie I saw in theaters was, or animated movie was like Trolls Band Together, which was fine, but Trolls Band Together is Trolls and Trolls is Trolls. I do not really care for Trolls. Like it's okay, but okay, wait, is it fire? Okay, it's no, it's fire. Trolls is really catchy though. The music's really catchy. And my girls like Trolls. But I didn't really care much for, like, it was fine. Although I will say the Band Together soundtrack was really fun because it had the boy bandy kind of sound. Like I did really like the soundtrack from that. You gotta check your programming, dude. We're gonna do Riku so we can steal. Ralph Breaks the Internet was a stretch. But I think one of the other reasons K-pop Demon Hunters did so well was that they did take some risks and they worked. I feel like Disney is trying to stay in a kind of a... they don't want to stray too far away from what works because they don't want their movies to flop, which I completely understand. But I'd really love some unique storylines and not just the same thing over and over and over again. And I'd really love not as many reboots also, because I'd love some new things. I'd love to become a fan of new things instead of just being like, oh yeah, this again. Or this number 5 or this number 4, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over like and we've talked about this a lot before, but I do have a very soft place in my heart, a very special place in my heart for animation. My mom instilled that in me when I was really little. We used to watch animations together. And actually, while my dad was here, he remembered he remembered some of these, but my dad's memory isn't great. But I used to watch all these like animated shorts, like short films when I was younger. My dad had a friend that lived out in California. He's the one that brought this up. He was like, "Do you remember those movies we used to watch?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you mean the animated shorts that gave me nightmares as a kid?" And he was like, "Really? They gave you nightmares?" And I was like, "Yes, because you and mom didn't pre-watch them and screen them. These were coming from like Czech Republic and all sorts of crazy places that, not that Czech Republic is crazy, but places that didn't have ratings. And just because they were animated did not mean they were child friendly. So I had lots of nightmares. There was one in particular, the Sandman, that absolutely terrified me. But we used to watch these, we got all these VHS tapes. I think they were called the World's Greatest Animation Celebration. They were like volumes of all these different short animations from all over the world. Everything from 3D animation, 2D animation, stop action, just sketches on, you know, pencil sketches, all sorts of things. And so my mom instilled a love of animation in all of us kids when we were pretty young. Oh no, that's not what I want. And so I've always had a soft spot for animation. I love animation. And I think I will always love animation. And I love Ghibli. Raven says the last one I saw was Boy and the Heron. I have not seen Boy and the Heron yet, but I heard good things about it. I love Studio Ghibli, and Charlotte has not seen most Studio Ghibli. She's seen My Neighbor Totoro and she's seen Howl's Moving Castle, but she hasn't seen any of the other ones other than that. So after we finally decide to ditch Netflix, we're probably going to go with HBO Max for a little while so we can watch all the Ghibli movies. I mean, Spirited Away is like 3 hours long, but it's worth it. Spirited Away, you know, oh, Princess Mononoke. I know Charlotte would love Princess Mononoke. What's the matter, Lulu? We're down and out. We're just gonna fix that. It's kind of funny that we hear about this all the time, but it was news to your dad. I know he was like, "Really? You guys, you had nightmares?" I was like, "Dad, do you not remember?" I don't know if there are any... okay, I will not watch Grave of Fireflies. I do know not to watch Grave of Fireflies. Grave of Fireflies is brutal. I think I Wikipedia'd it once and was like, no. Because I'd always heard that it was just heartbreaking. No. When I say Ghibli movies, I mostly mean Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, Castle in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, the old dub. I have the old dub. I don't even remember where I got it, but I have the old English dub because when Disney took it, this is Susie Grace's opinion, I think they ruined it. But that's just me. There are some people that's the only version they've seen, and so they love it, and that's great. But I grew up with the original English dub when I was younger because my mom would get it from the library, and that's the only one that is acceptable to me. So that's the one I have. But I know Charlotte will love Kiki's Delivery Service. I know Auden will love Kiki's Delivery Service. Auden is 4. But I love Studio Ghibli. I got to see Howl's Moving Castle in theaters, and that was really, really cool. I won't forget that. That was really fun. That's the only one I've seen in theaters, actually. Last Unicorn was the first movie they made before they became Ghibli. Really? I did not know that. I think you can watch The Last Unicorn for free on YouTube, can't you? Mononoke is violent, so I wouldn't show it to Auden. I think Charlotte could handle it, but I don't think Auden could. But you know what? Auden is my second born, and she surprises me. Sometimes she'll see things or say things that I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, I'll think in my head, oh, she's going to be terrified by this. And then she like laughs about it or something. I don't know. Who do I want to switch you out for? Aaron? Oh, Cat Returns. Okay, I forgot about Cat Returns. And then I'm trying to think of there's another one. I can't remember what the other one is, but well, and then of course, when we were over at my friend's house, they watched the movie Belle, which isn't Ghibli, but it's the same style of, it's the same animation style. And it's kind of a take on Beauty and the Beast, but it was different. And it made Charlotte very emotional. Charlotte was having a moment at the end, like trying to process what she'd just watched. And it was really sweet. And it had some heavy themes. And she was like, that was the most sad, beautiful movie I've ever seen. And I was like, do you want to come? Like, we were at our friend's house. And I was like, do you want to come into the bathroom or something and we can like talk about it? Because I felt like she needed a moment. And she was like, no, I think I'm okay. And she was able to kind of pull herself together. But I wanted her to I wanted to give her time to kind of process that grief because she was really, really affected by it. And it was pretty surprisingly heavy, but it was beautiful. I didn't like adore it, but I thought it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. And I did find myself like, was talking to my friend, and then I found myself like getting distracted by what was going on in the movie. And I was like, so yeah, anyway, hold on. I need to like pay attention to what's going on. And then I'd ask a question, and then Charlotte would be like, Mama, don't ask questions if you're not going to watch the movie. If you're going to watch it, then just watch it. And she was not wrong. A British terrestrial channel put Mononoke on midday, the day after Christmas. I said to my mother and stepfather, parents will be watching it with their children right up until the point where the guy gets his head chopped off. Wait, there's a guy that gets decapitated in it? I thought he only got his arms cut off. Oh, Arietti, that's right. I forgot about Arietti. I think I did see Arietti. And it's 4:30, which means we've been grinding, and now it's pretty much I haven't even been paying attention to the clock, but it's time for me. And I've got to get to the grocery store because I have no food. Everybody ate all my food while they were here, and now I have no food, and I have nothing to cook for dinner. I forgot about that. I only remember the arms at the beginning. He shoots off, well... Okay. I'm going to have to pre-watch this. Oh, arms. That's not traumatizing. Well, I remember talking to Charlotte about it and being like, hey... There is some violence in this, but I think because it is 2D animation and it's not real, like live action, I think she'd be okay, but I don't know. What's it rated? Yes, 'tis a flesh wound. You're a loony. What is Princess Mononoke rated? I mean, obviously, we'll watch Spirited Away. We'll watch Kiki's Delivery Service, and... to be totally honest, I don't even remember what the story is for Nausicaa. I remember enjoying it. I don't remember it being like at the top. We own Howl's Moving Castle though. So they've seen Howl's Moving Castle, and Howl's Moving Castle is great. Personally, I enjoyed it better than the book. I thought the book was kind of boring and lame, and Howl bothered me a lot in the book, but I liked him a lot more. It may or may not have been because he was voiced by Christian Bale. I don't know. Oh yeah, because it's animated. Animated blood gore, in my opinion, is worse. Really? Oh, animated blood and gore doesn't bother me as much as live action. I mean, there's a line, obviously, but to be totally honest, I haven't seen it in a long time. And so in my head, I was thinking, oh, I remember that one scene with the arms at the beginning. I can just cover her eyes, or I can just tell her to close her eyes, and then it'll be over, and then there won't be anything else. So I thought that there was just the arms. But if there's more violence than that, if it's PG-13, then we'll have to wait. Because yeah, I guess that's true. I just don't, like I said, it's been a long time since I've watched it. So I just remember that part with the arms at the beginning. And I was like, well, we can just close your eyes, do that. And then we'll be fine for the rest of the movie. I thought that was all there was. I mean, there are like the wormy things coming out of like the faces of like the hogs or whatever. And I remember that being a little unsettling. But I don't remember any other violence other than the arms. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to rewatch it. I will do what my parents did not do, and I will pre-screen it so that when my children watch it, they will not have nightmares, because my parents didn't do that. I watched a short when I was younger that came from this World's Greatest Animation. We watched a couple of these with my dad here. We watched like the ones that made us laugh, like The Big Snit and The Cat Came Back, and we watched a couple of them that we remembered. But there's one that was clay animation of the Sandman, and there was no speaking, and you know what? That's fair. I haven't seen a lot of anime, so I I take back what I said. I haven't seen a lot of anime. I haven't seen any anime other than Ghibli and then that Belle movie. And so I can't speak for violence in anime because I haven't seen any of it really. And I'm sure there are probably really, really upsetting things. So I'll pre-screen it. But I just remember this kid goes up to bed in his creepy old house and the Sandman comes into his room and the Sandman has a face the shape of a crescent moon. And he's kind of dressed like in a vest and like slacks and he looks kind of dapper, but he's kind of odd looking. And anyway, he does something really awful to the little boy. And you don't really see it on screen. And I'm not going to say it because this is a family friendly channel and because I don't know whose children are around, but he does something really awful to the little boy and it messed me up. I was in first grade when I saw it and it messed me up for months. I had the hardest time sleeping in my own room. And my dad doesn't remember this, but I used to get in bed with my parents all the time as a kid because I was always scared. And looking back on it, I'm like, that's because my parents had no freaking clue what we were watching. They just saw animated shorts and they just sat us down in front of the TV, popped a VHS in, and we're like, all right, you're fine. I'm going to go cook dinner. And they never pre-screened any of the stuff we were watching. So we saw some things we absolutely shouldn't have seen, like The Diner by what's his name, Gahan Wilson or whatever. And yeah, I have some horrible memories from the things I watched, but I also have really wonderful memories from some of the things we watched too. So I don't like fully regret it, but that's why I'm such a stickler about what Charlotte watches. Cause I remember being constantly terrified as a kid and it was mostly because of the media I was consuming. So I'm very careful about what my children watch cause I don't want them to feel that way. See, and I never watched It when I was a kid, but I've heard that from a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I watched It when I was younger and it terrified me. And my parents never showed me a movie like that. But my husband saw Alien, the original Alien, when he was 5. Against his dad's better judgment. His dad had custody of him for or visitation for the weekend or for Halloween, I think, or something. Hey, it's Wentwood. On trial 5 with the kid. Oh, that one sucked a lot. I wish Yevon to be with you because that one sucks. Ander was just telling the story over the weekend. He said that his dad had visitation on Halloween and his dad had a friend who was also recently divorced and had visitation of his kids during Halloween and wanted to be like the cool dad. And so he decided it was a great idea for everybody to watch Alien together. And Ander's dad didn't do anything to stop him. He was kind of like, oh, I don't think we should do that. But his friend was like, come on, it'll be fine. Ander was 5. And I was like, do you remember having nightmares? And Ander said, I don't remember having nightmares, but I am told by my mom that I did indeed have lots of nightmares and that it absolutely terrified me. But I don't remember that because I'm 40 now. So I don't know. And I saw Ponyo one time. I've only seen it once, but we own Howl's Moving Castle, so the girls have seen that one. All right, you guys, this is going to be it for me today. Wish me luck on our first day of online public school tomorrow. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be crazy. I think we'll make it work. I'm excited, but also nervous. It's just gonna change things a little bit. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my very, very best to keep my stream schedule the same, but it might shift just a little bit. And obviously all scheduling things and everything are on the Discord. I'm gonna post a link for that. Also, there was a whole lot going on today with lots of our conversations, and if I missed anybody's chat messages, I am truly sorry. It is never my intention to ignore anybody or accidentally miss anybody's messages or anything like that. I like to try and read every message that comes through my chat, and if I didn't get one of your messages, I apologize. It's hard to keep balance between a game and like my conversation in my head and like what's going on in chat. I'm hoping that my stream schedule can stay the same, but with school kind of with us figuring out our schedule, I might start a little later some days or whatever. Obviously, if there's like a big thing going on, then I will post on the Discord if I have to cancel a stream or postpone it for an hour or whatever. I think it can stay relatively the same. I don't know. We're just going to have to kind of figure out this schedule together. And Charlotte and I, we're going to sit down and really kind of do some figuring together each week specifically and figure out how we're going to kind of structure our days. But I hope so. I'm not a teacher though. I am a learning coach. That's what I am. But I'm offering support to my child when she does her online schooling. So, but I'm a pretty organized person, so I'm hoping that that will help us. But anyway, Charlotte is crazy excited, and that is a great sign that she's really excited about it. So just, I appreciate everybody's patience as if streams start a little bit later or whatever, because it's just kind of, we're just moving into a kind of an unknown territory. But I appreciate everybody for being here. I missed streaming a lot while my family was here. I loved having my family here, but I'm like, that's done now, and I'm ready to kind of dive into the school year and structure and routine. And I had a lovely time with my family. But I get to see them again in 4 months for the wedding that's in December. So I'm really excited about that. But just remember, no matter who you are, whether you're new in this community or you've been in this community for a long time, you matter and you are important. Please don't ever forget that. And just choose kindness, because you just never know what people are going through in their lives. Everybody's at a different place. Everybody's struggling with different things. And even if people look like they have it all together, they may not have it all together. They probably don't. So just choose kindness, because you never know what people are going through. Yeah, my sister, my half-sister-in-law, my husband's half-sister, is getting married in December. And so they're flying us out to go to the wedding. And I'm crazy excited, because it just so happens to be in the same place as my dad and my sister. So yeah, I'll be Charlotte's. I'm everybody's personal assistant. Are you kidding? That's my job in this house. I'm like everybody's personal assistant. But I don't have a personal assistant. Anyway, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Gravesfield, for the follow. And thank you to, big shout out to Chiron and John Steed and Rumi for the resubs. I appreciate you guys so much and the support you give my little family, and it is good to be back. So I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, hopefully. Yes. Tomorrow's going to be a light day as far as schoolwork goes, I think, because it's just kind of like the first day, and I think most of her lessons are just overviews. So I think tomorrow will be a pretty light day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an excellent rest of your, like, yeah, Rumi the K-pop star, subbed indeed. Boom. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your day or your night or your time zone, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow.